All right, so we're back and ready to dive into another chapter of the Lone Capsuleer,
Yeah, this time we're looking at Chapter 14, Shadows of the Past.
which is a pretty intense title, I gotta say.
Oh, absolutely. This one's got it all, action, intrigue, you
Yeah,
know?
definitely keeps you on the edge of your seat,
Yeah.
and it really digs into these characters.
Yeah, especially Dark Bliss.
Yeah, Dark
It's not talk about a complicated guy, right?
Right, like you've got Valen, our, Lone Capsuleer. He's on the run, as always.
Always looking over his shoulder,
Exactly, and Dark Bliss is in hot pursuit
along with his Thunderdogs.
with his Thunderdogs. Oh yeah, can't forget those guys.
Ruthless bunch.
But it's like, it's not just a simple chase. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, there's definitely something more going on.
Yeah, with Dark Bliss especially, it feels very personal.
Like there's a history there, a connection that goes way deeper.
Exactly, and the chapter really hints at that,
You get these glimpses of Dark Bliss's past.
as Atreus Solon, right?
Yeah. I mean, remember, this is a guy who was a respected Kaldari Navy officer.
Yeah, threw it all away to save a civilian convoy.
Talk about a moral dilemma.
Seriously. So, it makes you wonder
What turned him into Dark Bliss?
exactly what happened to that sense of justice.
Right. Is he still driven by it, or is it all about power now?
Yeah, I mean, the way he's so fixated on Valen, it feels like there's got to be more to the story.
Maybe some past betrayal or a shared history that we haven't uncovered yet.
Yeah, it's like there's this whole hidden layer to their relationship.
Oh, absolutely. And then you've got the whole Jovian relic thing.
Right, this isn't just some random chase for loot.
This relic could unlock some serious secrets about humanity's origins in EVE.
Okay, so imagine the implications of that.
I mean, what if it turns out that humans didn't actually originate in New Eden?
Whoa,
What if our history goes back even further into some unknown region of space?
that would change everything.
It would rewrite the history books.
And Valen's the one who holds the key to it all.
Meanwhile, he's just trying to stay one step ahead of Dark Bliss and the Thunderdogs.
And those guys don't mess around.
Led by Winky Kinky, they're like a pack of wolves.
Always on the hunt.
Relentless.
Which makes Valen's escape through that debris field even more impressive.
Oh, man, that was some serious piloting.
Talk about threading a needle through a supernova.
He's got skills.
But he doesn't do it alone, right?
Aliana Soren.
Yeah, she's crucial in helping him navigate that treacherous path.
Her knowledge of ancient languages and tech seems pretty important.
Yeah, she's more than just a sidekick.
Makes you wonder if she's got her own connection to the whole Jovian relic mystery.
Maybe she's descended from an ancient civilization or something.
Now, that would be interesting.
So many possibilities. And then, boom, he stumbles upon this hidden station inside an asteroid.
Like something out of a sci-fi movie?
Seriously, it's packed with ancient tech artifacts.
Like stepping into a time capsule?
Talk about a treasured trove of lost history.
This station isn't just a cool setting, though. It raises some big questions.
Like, what if this technology predates even the Jove?
Right. What secrets does it hold?
Right. Could it reshape the balance of power in New Eden?
The implications are huge.
And of course, just when you think Valen might have a moment to catch his breath,
The Thunderdogs show up.
led by Winky Kinky, ready for a showdown.
Talk about a cliffhanger.
It's like the station itself becomes another character in the story.
Oh yeah, this ancient relic echoing with the weight of history.
And Valen's trapped right in the middle of it.
Outgunned and outmanned, classic scenario.
But he always seems to find a way.
It's that resourcefulness that makes him such a compelling protagonist.
He's definitely got a knack for using his environment to his advantage.
Makes you wonder if it's all instinct, or if he's got some deeper understanding of this ancient technology.
I mean, this is Valen Cord we're talking about. He's always a few steps ahead.
He's definitely operating on a different level.
And then you've got this whole other layer of intrigue with the robotic voice,
Oh yeah, that thing always pops up at the most crucial moments.
guiding Valen, warning him about choosing his allies carefully.
It definitely adds to the paranoia and uncertainty of the situation.
I mean, who can Valen really trust in this whole mess?
It's a good question. The robotic voice is such a fascinating element.
Is it an AI? A ghost in the machine?
Or maybe even a capsuleer from a previous era reaching out across time.
Whoa, that's a thought?
And what are its motivations?
Is it really trying to help Valen, or is it manipulating him?
I'm leaning towards manipulation.
It's just too cryptic Too convenient.
It always seems to appear just when Valen needs it most,
But he seems to trust it, at least to some extent.
which makes you question his judgment, especially considering his past betrayals.
Yeah, he's been burned before.
That's what's so brilliant about this story, though.
It keeps you guessing.
You're constantly questioning everyone's motives.
And it's not just about the external conflicts either.
No, the chapter also explores the internal struggles of these characters.
Like Dark Bliss.
He's clearly torn between his past as Atreus Solon.
And his present as this leader, driven by ambition.
You can practically feel that internal battle playing out.
On one hand, he's ruthless and determined to retrieve the relic.
But then there are these moments of hesitation, almost like he's wrestling with the consequences of his actions.
It makes you wonder what's driving him now.
Is it just about power?
Or is there something more personal at play?
Maybe even a desire for redemption.
Redemption.
Yeah, I mean, think about his history defying orders to save innocent lives.
You think he sees the relic as a way to right some past wrong?
It's definitely a possibility, even if it means resorting to questionable tactics.
That's a really interesting thought.
It adds another layer of complexity to his character.
And it raises questions about the nature of power.
What lengths people will go to achieve their goals.
Even if those goals are rooted in a sense of justice.
Or redemption.
Well, and while we're all caught up in these characters' motivations, let's not forget about the setting.
Oh yeah, the ancient station, the Jovian system itself.
That all adds to this atmosphere of mystery and grandeur.
It's a reminder that EveOnline is more than just spaceships and combat.
It's a universe rich with history, filled with remnants of lost civilizations.
Secrets waiting to be uncovered.
And within that setting, we have these characters grappling with moral dilemmas, personal vendettas.
The pursuit of knowledge that could change everything.
It's this combination of action intrigue and philosophical questions that keeps you hooked.
You're not just reading a story, you're experiencing a universe.
Exploring the depths of human nature against a backdrop of cosmic wonders.
And that brings us to the climax of the chapter.
Valen, using his ingenuity and the station's defenses, manages to hold off the Thunderdogs.
Securing what he believes to be the most crucial artifacts.
But as he escapes, he gets a chilling reminder.
That this is far from over.
Dark Bliss's final message. This isn't over, Cord. You can't outrun destiny.
Gave me chills.
Seriously, what is Valen's destiny?
Is it to unlock the secrets of the Jovian relic?
Or is there something darker at play?
Something even he might not be aware of.
It's like they're both caught in this web of fate.
Two sides of the same coin.
But Valen escapes with these crucial artifacts.
And we're left with more questions than answers.
What exactly did he find in that station?
And how will these artifacts help him decipher the secrets of the Jovian relic? The possibilities are endless.
I can't wait to see what happens next.
Me neither.
Well, on that note, we'll have to wrap it up for this part of the deep dive.
Until next time, keep exploring the depths of EveOnline and all the stories it has to tell.
And be sure to check out the next part of our deep dive, where we'll delve even further into the mysteries of Shadows of the Past.
We'll see you there.
Bye for now. It's almost like the station itself becomes another character.
Oh, yeah.
Like this ancient relic, you know?
Echoing with the weight of history.
And Valen's stuck right in the middle of it all.
With the Thunderdogs closing in, talk about pressure.
Yeah, he's always going to be one step ahead.
But that's what makes him so interesting, right?
Oh, totally.
He's resourceful, adaptable.
And he uses his surroundings to his advantage.
Like in that debris field.
Exactly. Makes you wonder how much of it is instinct.
Versus, some deeper understanding of ancient tech.
Well, I mean, this is Valen Cord we're talking about.
True. He always seems to have a plan.
And then on top of all that, you've got the robotic voice popping up again.
Oh, yeah, that mysterious voice.
Giving Valen cryptic advice.
Warning him about his allies.
It really adds to the whole atmosphere of paranoia.
Right, like, who can Valen really trust?
Seriously, it's a good question.
And what about the voice itself?
Is it an AI? Some kind of ancient program?
Maybe a consciousness from a long-gone civilization.
Ooh, that's a spooky thought.
And what are its motives?
Right, is it actually trying to help Valen, or is it leading him into a trap?
I mean, it always seems to show up at just the right moment, a little too convenient, if you ask me.
Yeah, it makes you...
And Valen seems to trust it to some extent.
Well, he's desperate, right?
Maybe, but it also makes you question his judgment.
Especially after all the betrayals he's faced.
Exactly. He's been down this road before.
But that's the beauty of this story.
You never really know what's going to happen next.
Or who to trust.
And it's not just about the external conflicts either.
Right. There's a lot going on beneath the surface.
These characters are dealing with some serious internal struggles.
Like Dark Bliss.
You can see that conflict between his past as Atreus Solon
And who he is now,
The ruthless leader.
determined to retrieve the relic.
It's like he's trying to reconcile those two sides of himself.
It makes you wonder what's really motivating him now.
Is it just ambition?
Or could it be something else, something deeper?
Like guilt, maybe?
Guilt.
Yeah, maybe he sees the relic as a way to atone for his past actions.
Interesting.
It's like he's seeking redemption, even if it means using morally questionable methods.
That's a really thought-provoking idea.
It adds a whole new dimension to his character.
And it raises questions about the nature of power.
How far people are willing to go to achieve their goals.
And what price they're willing to pay.
It's a timeless theme.
And while we're talking about all this heavy stuff, let's not forget about the setting.
Oh yeah, the Jovian system, it's breathtaking.
Ancient mysterious.
It really adds to the atmosphere of this story.
It's a reminder that EveOnline is more than just spaceships and lasers.
It's a universe full of history and wonder.
With secrets waiting to be uncovered.
And these characters are right at the heart of it all.
Battling their own demons while facing off against each other.
And the fate of humanity hanging in the balance.
It's pretty epic when you think about it.
Definitely keeps you on the edge of your seat.
So Valen manages to hold off the Thunderdogs, uses the station's defenses to his advantage.
Classic Valen.
He grabs what he thinks are the most important artifacts and makes his escape.
But as he's leaving, he gets that chilling message from Dark Bliss.
This isn't Overcord. You can't outrun destiny.
Ominous stuff.
You can't outrun destiny? I mean, come on. Talk about a cliffhanger.
Right. Sends chills down your spine.
Seriously, what does that even mean? Like, what is Valen's destiny?
Is it connected to the Jovian relic? Or is there something else going on here? Something bigger?
Maybe he's destined to, uncover some ancient truth or unlock some hidden power.
Or maybe it's something darker, something he wouldn't want.
It's like they're both caught in this web of fate.
Valen and Dark Bliss.
Two sides of the same coin,
But Valen does escape with those artifacts.
Right. And we're left wondering, what exactly did he find in that station?
What secrets do those artifacts hold?
Are they ancient data cores? Pieces of lost technology.
And how are they going to help Valen figure out the whole Jovian relic thing?
So many questions.
What if those artifacts show that the relic isn't just a source of knowledge?
What if it's something more?
Like a weapon.
Whoa.
A tool of immense power that could shift the balance of power in New Eden.
That would definitely raise the stakes.
Oh, absolutely.
And speaking of raising the stakes, what about Ileana?
Oh, yeah. She's been pretty quiet throughout this whole ordeal.
Like, suspiciously quiet.
It makes you wonder if she's hiding something.
Right. Or maybe she's got her own agenda.
Could she be connected to the robotic voice?
Maybe she's the one controlling it somehow.
That would be a crazy twist.
Seriously, it's like you can never really know who to trust in this story.
It's always a game of shifting alliances, blurred lines between good and evil.
And that's what makes it so gripping. You're constantly on edge.
And it makes you question your own perceptions of these characters.
Like, is Valen really a hero?
Even though he operates outside the law?
And is Dark Bliss completely consumed by ambition?
Or is there still a glimmer of that honorable officer he used to be?
So many layers to these characters. It's amazing.
It's what makes the Lone Capsuleer more than just a space adventure.
It's a story about moral dilemmas, about the choices we make and the consequences that follow.
And it leaves us with a sense of wonder and anticipation for what's to come.
What will Valen do with the knowledge he's gained? How will Dark Bliss react to his escape?
And what role will Ileana play in all of this?
The possibilities are endless.
That's the beauty of a good story. It keeps you thinking even after it's over.
Well, that about wraps up our deep dive into Chapter 14, Shadows of the Past, from the Lone Capsuleer.
It's been a wild ride.
Definitely a chapter full of twists and turns.
Leaving us with more questions than answers.
But that's what keeps us coming back for more.
Absolutely, and who knows what secrets the next chapter holds.
We can't wait to find out.
Until next time, keep exploring the vast and ever-changing world of EveOnline.
And all the incredible stories it has to offer.
Fly safe out there, Capsuleers.
See you in the next deep dive.